Katoa, welcome back, whānau. Here, Tamaki Makaurau, Barry Curtis Park, 2025 PTLs. We just seen an awesome men's game in round 2, Metro Northern Strikers. Metro going up. I'm expecting nothing less in this game here. The Heat out of the Waikato Bay of Plenty area against Strikers. Both teams chock full of talent, and there's certainly a lot of talent for them too on the in the coaching staff as well. So I'm looking forward to a great game here. Back in the hot seat again, George Albert Yonke. Looking forward to this one.
Kia ora rata, ngā mihi koutou. It's great to be here. We're warmed up now, mate. We've had a few games under our belts and the teams are ready to go. This is going to be a big one for the Strikers taking on the Heat. The Heat are well-rounded. Got a good balance of youth and experience in there, coming off a win. Strikers not quite getting the job done in their first game, but coming back off the title holders from last year. We're expecting nothing less than a brilliant game going into this one.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can never read anything into the first games. The tournament it depends on how you go deeper into the set. We certainly learnt that last year with the Metro crew, beating Strikers early, and then they come back and got us in the finals. So you have to stick to your guns the whole way through. But expecting a massive one on this, I'm just looking at the young players that the Heat have got, and there's some beauties here. We were talking about it earlier about bringing them through, but the likes of Tawera all here. Aston Te Whare, really looking forward to what they can do. Oliver Wynan, some special young players with some special skills. So I'm really, really looking forward to this. The weather's the cloud covers come over a little bit now, which is making it a little bit more bearable, at least for us. But I'm sure that the players will be thankful of it. But yeah, expecting hot once again, George, hot and physical.
Yeah, hot out on the field, hot in the contacts. We've got a lot of hot players out there. We've got another Jones in the hot seat there. We might not have Efor, but just as talented Efion will be stepping up and filling his brother's place out there for the Heat today. We've got some beautiful referees that have stepped up for this occasion. John Wright, back off one. Quinn Murray, and also Baxter Robertson Kenyon.
Yep, looking forward to it. Even in the on the coaching staff for the Heat, Riley O'Donnell, been around for a long time, ably helped by Rachel Stratford and Arnie Knock. Been the core of that Waikato area for a long time. And then Luke Chapman, he's back. Let's see what changes he's made to their first game. I'm sure he's made some adjustments. And George Dearborn Burgess, sorry. He's with him. I noticed that George hasn't laced up yet. Maybe saving himself for the big time. This is a wise play.
Yeah, right. And you can be an excuse for getting the Dearborn Burgess names mixed up. There's a lot of them, and they're all high profilers in the touch scene. I can't wait to see Georgie unleash out there, but he's got something to worry about because he's looking to bring the gold home in the Trans-Tasman against Australia in the Touch Blacks Open Mix, which will be Anzac weekend down in Christchurch. As we tap off and we're working from our screen from right to left, Strikers have won the toss and have possession first as they work their way to the 7-metre line.
Yeah, great work, Winiana. Normal. Couldn't quite make that pass. Puihipi on the ball straight away. And here we see one of those young players, Wynan, from the South Island. He's moved up this year to Waikato University, now running with the Waikato crew. Good to see him here.
End-to-end touch within 30 seconds. We've travelled over 140 metres with everyone having a bit of possession now. Strikers starting to find their groove with new troops out on the field. The one-hand man, I think it's Carter, looking in at dummy half. Good set platform. Fake the 33. Peel going to the short side.
Touch called. Final.
Shiloh Flavel, we left off from the last game. It was a close one.
Parangi just running that one out and see how the Heat bring it out. Heavy hit. Gets the reward. A little bit fortunate there, but Parangi, Jordan, nice touch. Just checking if you're not falling for that.
He was like a crab there working that line. He was ready for anything that was coming his way.
Riley Turner, here's a sweep. Doesn't go, fakes it, looking for the tail. Plays through instead. Great defense there by the Heat.
Cool as a cucumber. Ephion opens the hole, closes it with a nice dive. Touch on the back leg. And now they're back in action, working their way through the midfield.
Yeah, just bring the three gently. Nice listening to the referee. Good ears. As we see the punch drive. Will he step into that hole? Step back into it. Well, he had the momentum. I thought he might try and play through and play long. Didn't quite go that way.
So we see young Walker making his debut there in the central part of the field.
Mua Tuta's back on the field level also. Gone long. Wasn't quite there. Forward pass.
And as we mentioned in the earlier games, these guys have been doing their bicep curls. They're getting those 30-metre passes with ease.
It'll be interesting to see if that first games they've both played, as I said earlier, Strikers went down in their first. Heat managed to get up over Rams in their first. Just how many legs? Wynan looking for the hole. He's punched it. Can they finish? Te Whare shake loose. How is that for? Oh, not quite. I think that might have been Huirama. Coming like a train.
Like a train, a slippery one. Like it was a slip and slide at a fun park. I'd love to see that on the replay. Puhio settles it down as he does. Nice, strong, firm on the wing.
Good pressure there by the Heat. And they're just looking for that turnover in that orange zone. Certainly makes life a hell of a lot easier for if you can get that. ML looking for the pocket early. Not quite there. Going again. Notice in the first men's game there was quite a lot of lateral. They were happy to shift the ball to try and catch the defenders out. This one here, the Heat, much prefer trying to shift their bodies and then shift people that way. Work for them in that case. Willison. Ifon, not quite there, but he's always dangerous. Let him anywhere near that 7. That was nice and early. It was great work. Tamaya Huirama came nice and early on that one too. He was already on the outside of his man. Really asking a lot of that outside player to step up and take him. He did it and he held the line. Smart play there by Huirama.
Yeah, nice sweep against the green. I think they call it down south, the German, that move where you think the sweep is coming from where the ball came from, but it comes from the opposite direction.
Some uncharacteristic errors here early for the Strikers. You don't usually see that. And the Heat making the most of it. Got great punch here, the Heat. Wynan on the drop. Oh, here. He's in the back. Can they shake? Touch called. Te Whare. Wonderful job trying to shake loose there. Strikers equal to it.
And as we see with the Heat, that's their second opportunity. They've scored one try off their first opportunity on the 7, and in the second opportunity, very, very close. They're going to be very dangerous and hard to stop when they're down on that 7 metre.
Yeah, they like to work off the back of float, and Strikers are just allowing them to have that at the moment. Coaching staff will have to work out just how to stop that and when to stop it. A little bit messy middle field.
Yep, the little things. The referees are wanting those sharpened up.
It's great that the referees keeping the gap between both teams, allowing them to run Flevel is trying to shift the defense around. Two to win early. Muir, two to win early. Flevel's always got good feet.
Jones just as good on defense this time.
He well connected, the Heat. Well connected on the line. He's got his man. They've gone long with 32 long on it. Tuta couldn't quite step him that time. It's great work there. Reiki Willison, you'd expect nothing less. And no sooner had I said it, the Heat come up with an error. It's a great opportunity now for the strikers to respond. Nice and early. Here we go again, shifting the ball. Certainly like to see. Couldn't quite shift the ball out for Kara. It's a difference in the two defenses, George, and the Heat have always been like that. Play through, says the ref. Play through, but the Heat are more than happy just to actually defend the 7. It's where they're stable. It's what they like to do. So they don't try and push out too much far beyond that if they don't have to. That's got caught out there.
Yeah, millimetres within the call there for the referee to make a decision on that one. Strikers working well in the 3-and-3, trying to pull up the 2 touches and pulling them out. Just getting enough advantage there to put on a nice attack and a nice slide dive there off the quickie.
Te Whare attacking direct. Parangi up to it. Nice lift. Flevel. Expect nothing less.
Second time we've seen that fake the 33, peel, and go back short side. There we go again with the fake touch. It's paying dividends, you know. You roll the dice on that one. If you get it wrong, you're out of position for defence. Shiloh did it at one end and gets it pulled on him at the other end. When they're driving this hard, you're in a vulnerable position for those no touches.
Absolutely. You see the Heat here just trying to set up. Trying to pull 3-2. No, getting him early. He's gone. Early long. No, early down. Very deceptive. Winan. He had me tricked. I thought he was going long as well. And over it. Managed to get the ball down. Referee said the ball was down before the defender made it.
Winan, that was beautiful. Nice little pump over the top. And then to get down so low after faking the ball high, that is a very good skill set to have.
I'm always disappointed when the players throw the fake and my eyes go the other way. I think I've just been sucked in.
I was wondering about your cross-eye there.
As you see Flevel on the ball, he's the man they need. Oh, how's that for a chop? It was well worked. Obviously pre-planned. Right in. Parangi, nice and close.
Very deceptive. All the attentions were around the 3s. A beautiful chop line there. Harry Kirk going in tight to shut down their middle play.
Yeah, their 3s were real tight there. Could be forgiven for thinking it was going to be a 3-3 play. Very patient with the setup, just trying to draw these defenders out. Opened up that hole there. Has he gone long on the wings? Oh, yeah, Carter. Both Parangi boys have been busy in this half for the strikers. Great return, especially on defense. Yeah, Willison just sucked him in there. Turner, this made him take an extra step. Catch him off balance. It's the strength of experience. You see Huidama now just taking his time. That's a better punch now. Where will they go? Was the Falcon. We're off to the Aviary.
And just to clarify, it was Parangi boys some people at home might have heard Palangi boys. So there's a couple of whānau members in there.
No, they've been very good, both games that we've streamed. Palangi boys. It's better. Carter finding a lot more real estate this time. But a nice touch there. Che Puihipi, always strong on the wing. Flevel open it up. What can he come up with? He's going to go long. He's going to go through. Can he find the spare man? He can.
Shiloh is on fire.
Dylan Brown even puts in a kick like Dylan Brown.
He's probably worth the same amount, but unfortunately the money's going the other way in the touch scene. Here we go. Shiloh Flavel breaks the line. Looks, he has to twinkle toe down the back line. As you can see, it's a little bit short of the end goals there. So a lot more work on the front line. Those scoop throughs a little bit harder. You've got less metres to play with. Well done, Shiloh Flavel.
Yep, more work on your toes. He did well, though. Heat just trying to push through. Slipped over there, Harry Kirk.
He's a strong unit. He's obviously been doing his bicep curls. He'll be chucking some good long balls soon.
Mana Herbert faking gone. He's out the other side. Whining it is over the top. Oh, well done.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. And lovely hurdles at the end to keep himself safe and sound. So we look at the SAS replay here. We go for a 32. Fake the peel. Goes himself. And jumps as a hurdle. Looks. Chucks a looping pass out to the winger. And what a touchdown. All here, I think, got the reward there.
Yeah.
Got the pie.
Did well to get around. So they level the game up 6 minutes ago in the first half, 3 each. Puihipi.
Any other day.
All the height in the world.
That's right, any other day there. 50% chance of scoring a try there, but Puihipi. He's one of our finest wingers in the game in New Zealand.
Good call by the young winger there. Just caught them that they went outside. Ephraim's to start the game for Kara.
And 6 minutes to go. That time went very quick with a scoreline of 3-3. Strikers ready to pounce with a couple of touches on the 7 metre here. That man we know well, Shiloh Flavel, he's got the hot hand. And the hot feet.
It's gone long. Little Carter couldn't quite finish. Puihipi, he's seen plenty of those in his time. Manages to handle that one out. 5 minutes to go. It's been a real arm wrestle. It's a nice recovery there by the Heat, getting themselves forward again. Or here, trying to get the ball back.
Oh, so close.
Flevel just got his arm out in time.
Rahui with the quick feet.
Or here, thought it was the next touchdown. It was so close.
Some good clear instruction there from the referee. Working with Puihipi.
Miss Blackler on now in the wing for the Strikers. It was a nice drop. Saunderson couldn't quite poke his nose through the hole there. He had Tuta on the outside of him. Thought he might have released early to him.
Oh, what a platform that was.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He created the space that they needed. Wainen and Te Whare working their way through the field well at the moment. Or here, like these young boys playing really well at the moment for the Heat. Kirk has been eating his wheat bix this morning, but he's such a big unit. And just having that in and around your link area.
Yeah, great presence. Great presence on the field. Always known for his voice, his consistency within the game. It's good to see him out there with the Heat.
Absolutely. It's a bit better release off the ground there. Urgency has stepped up. You can certainly tell that. You can hear the refs just communicating with the players, and with the referees, that's all you can ask for. If they're communicating well, and I always call it a sign of a good ref is that they're not blowing as much, they're talking more. And if they're doing it, this makes for a much better game.
And we can hear it right here, Rod. And so we have a clear understanding of who's on and who's off because of this great communication from these three young referees. I'll put John right in there as one of our young referees.
Yeah, and you always have to remember the referees are working just as hard as the players, throughout the season with their fitness. They're obviously serving their communities in and around the module, so we're always grateful to have them.
Oh, and they've put in a big effort this season. Many, many tournaments, national events, coming off the Masters back here. We've got a lot of referees around the country still providing and giving to the game. I hear there's an iwi competition up north. There would be the Defence Force tournament down in the central region. Something in Whanganui at the moment. It's all on, and it's good to see these people still giving back so much to the game late in the season.
Yeah, searching for that pull out. And just on that number, he knew to those whānau that are up there in the north. Ngāti Hine, Te Rārawa, a lot of players out of this tournament because they're running and supporting the community up there. So it's great to see that they're doing that. So a massive greetings to you all.
Oh, it's just beautiful to see so many opportunities for these young and old players within our game, playing elite touch and also supporting their communities.
Carter back on. Both sides getting a little niggly. It's the dark arts. It's the dark Baxter picking that one up. But it's the dark arts and those touches, the things that you don't see. The little holds and... that doesn't happen, does it, George?
No, it doesn't. But usually the second offender gets worse off, right? I'm sure he had a reason to grab there. But hey, unlucky. Here we go. Heat with the ball. They've always been dangerous when they've had the fresh set. Jones taking control.
They've got the man on the park. He's gone over the top. How's that for a vision? Absolute vision. But it was a nice line too by Huirama. Manages to draw the winger in. But Afion Jones backs up well.
Couldn't have been any easier for Puihipi. I've seen him score some miracle tries, but no miracles required for that one from Jones. He's so lethal. He got everyone in tight on him, and then he's got that double threat with that long ball.
Yeah. Must be terrible to have that sort of skill.
It's a hard life, mate, I'll tell you.
Fair enough. And that's us. It's been a really, really tight battle. In this one here, Heat men's across the Northern Strikers. Heat up 4-3. It's been a real arm wrestle. Looking forward to the second half. Catch you in 2.
The kaupapa of a Mōhia Te Waiora is to promote alcohol harm minimisation that is mana enhancing, community owned and strength based. A Mōhia Te Waiora means to uphold wellness. It's designed to be championed by communities, whānau and people who want to change the place of alcohol in our society. We support local and cross-government actions that make alcohol less visible, less affordable and less available to help shift social norms. This is our contribution to a healthier and more equitable Aotearoa, because we're stronger when we kōrero together, work together, support each other, haka together, take the field together, awhi each other, be there for each other, manaaki one another, stand together. Let's reduce alcohol harm, Aotearoa.
Okay, my whānau, welcome back to the second half of the Heat versus Northern Strikers. Just while we've got a bit of time just to thank once again the event sponsors, Amohia Te Waiora, SAS SAS, Silver Fern and ASICS. Always great to have our sponsors aboard. Massive first half, a lot of work, pretty tight. It's been a real arm wrestle for both these sides. Be interesting now to just see what change-ups these coaches have in mind, and I'm sure they've got some. What did you think of that first half there, George?
It was a real arm wrestle. They all come out of the gates blazing, and we got 3 touchdowns apiece, and then it was neck and neck, backers and forwards, and then Jones hits the nail on the head with one to take them into the break, 4-3. So I don't know what was said from the coaches, but I'm expecting a good one for the second half. Yes,
no, I did notice we're on the side of the Strikers, and Luke Chapman, he took his talk up the other end of the box. I couldn't hear it. I wanted to go and have a bit of an eavesdrop, but we'll see what happens.
That's experience for you. No secrets traded here on the live stream.
Yeah, just trying to look for this tight stuff, Winan stretching him out. Or here, seems like he's got a bit of a combination going here, or here, Winan. So they've worked that out.
It's the third time I've seen Strikers being pulled up for the movement not going forward. Might be something they have to watch out for.
Yeah, Flevel, nice touch by Flevel there. And once again, by Winiana.
It was almost a perfect touch there when you get a handover like that.
He's quite a physical specimen too, is Winiana. Very, very strong. Sets his base nice and low.
Tempo has gone up. The Strikers' voices are loud. The intensity is magnified on the field here for the Strikers. They're in the right end of the field with 5 touches to go.
Kiriyama Wilson and Parangi. They check outside looking for the hole. Intercept. There's that man. He can run a wee bit. Trey Poihipi won't get one any easier than that.
You say easy, I'll say hard. Jingles to catch that ball, mate. He must have heard me at half-time talking about how easy his last try was, but the timing there to get his body and hand in the way to catch that at speed, probably the easiest run-through to the end for him, because he's got pace, and I think half the team didn't even bother. They saw who it was. Yeah, you can have that one, mate. We'll reset it halfway.
Right man, right place there. Stayed nice and close so that he could double off with the hand out in the lane. Mua Tuta couldn't quite come off. He probably could have played that one himself. Looked for the extra on the outside. Didn't quite come off for him. His Heat just slowly bring it through. Well, there we go. They're punching to the gate there, Kirk. Willison with the fake. Got him behind.
The Mittergram special.
Yeah.
Getting him behind with the late fake. As we see with the sweep coming around. Oh, look at that. Got him behind. Beautiful touchdown.
Well worked. The Heat now starting to pull out 6-3.
It's crazy. Strikers were on fire, and all of a sudden, it's 6-3. Let's see if that energy can carry on. It's definitely needed right now.
Yeah, it's changed. It's changed a little bit in the first game. The Strikers were more happy to sort of shift the ball laterally and then try and seek for penalties for people not stepping up. This one, they're kind of just trying to move themselves, almost as if they're trying to play Heat's game. I think they'll get a lot of traction if they just revert back to the style they played in the first game today. These young boys for Heat doing plenty of work.
As we've seen from the last couple of touchdowns, it's like Heat have the Strikers playbook. Like they try to tricks out, and the shut was right there, read it well. The intercept was taken. So good work by the Heat to read the plays going on.
Great work by Te Whare. When he had Saunderson, thought he was through the hole there, and he nearly was.
He ain't slow either. Good work by Te Whare. Earns a well-earned rest. The sting out of the strikers is hopefully
Nice
not gone.
pass.
The ball's gone.
Yep, that was a great pass there. A real whip. He got it right across, and across early. Unfortunately for strikers, they still had a player down, so they were playing on recovered numbers. They couldn't quite get it, and as we can see in the top shot there, just as they were playing coming through the orange zone, just saw the winger there when he came up to make the touch. He went down. Destabilisation of numbers at the other end was all that the Heat needed.
Well, Rod, it's hard enough to defend with 6 players, let alone 5. And just like that, we have a game. 7-3 to the Heat. The 07 is prominent here with a 7 scoreline.
Feel a little bit better. So I was looking, I was wondering why I couldn't count 6 now. I understand. Good work there. Heat stepping up, taking it away. Fakara try to play for the early plant. Winiana. Some nice touches here by he's elusive as Flavel.
Strikers asking the question. They may have thought a hand was in there, but speaking of making the game different, we've got a little bit of moisture hitting in, a little sprinkling of rain, which isn't going to do the strikers any favours as they try and get back into this game, but an incorrect play is helpful. Ooh.
They haven't helped themselves there. A little bit of rain. It is Auckland, so on the sunniest of days, you're going to get a little bit of rain. Let's just hope it doesn't hang around for very long. Been a great event up till now. It's pretty fast feet there. Gideon and Wilson. Winan and Ohia again. Yeah, at some stage, strikers are just going to have to push up direct and keep the touch nice and strong.
Wilson working hard there. Lucky he doubled off in that play to back up that shut.
Smile on the face. Tawa all here.
Heat managing to ease up and relax a little. Smiles coming on with a 4-try difference at the moment. The hole was ginormous there, Rod.
Yeah.
You couldn't get that one any bigger.
Winiana did a good job there of just hiding, just getting in the lane, keeping his hands out of it, so there's no way that they could get the recount. This is a little more urgent here now by strikers. And that's better. You just need to see them running.
Wyan not biting there. Just holding, just treading carefully, getting back on side while his troops regrouped. Shutting down the threat.
Yeah, I think the opportunity is still there for strikers though with that play. Just Leighton Latch. Just need to run out a couple more times. The defense will eventually collapse. Just gently back. That's a bit better. Now we're starting to use a bit more width, which is what they were doing in the first game. A lot better now. Caprice beats the ball down. Heat certainly patient about what it is they're doing. Fionn Jones demand the ball back, goes past them. Catch and pass.
That is slick. Exceptional ball work there by the Heat. Great hands, great vision, and great finish. Reiki once again powers that pass from left to right into a hole runner who manages to swivel his body around to pop it out just before being touched. That's a boomer.
Kiriyama Wilson. Great skill set there. And you always love to see when they do those basic foundation skills well, just what they can achieve. Nice work there by the Heat. Willison staying active, working hard. Quinn Murphy here. I thought Quinn Murphy might have missed that one.
Yep. Good teamwork from the referees.
Referee beats picked that one up. Was well done.
I think Heat were very lucky there to be able to roll that one.
Yeah, I could hear the box saying feed him, and that was the play to feed it. Oh, that was nice. Ooh, a little bit unfortunate, I thought. Winiana.
We pulled out the ruler on that one. We could debate about it, but hey, it's a fast-paced game.
Yep. Heat don't muck around, turn the ball around real quick, and back up the park they go. It's certainly been just as much of an arm wrestle, if anything. The strikers.
And this could be the moment they've been waiting for.
Will he hold it? He's going to release it. Carter.
And once again, Poihipi. No stranger to those chase downs. Put the pressure on. Would look to be a definite try. He made them shift the ball. Everyone's back on side now.
Flavel and Parangi boys. Oh, that's Wihongi, sorry. There's Flavel there, late. Didn't need it. He's gone all the way through. Oh, touch called.
Yeah, slide touch. Oh, he's given a penalty for that one. I don't think anyone felt that, but the touch is a touch. Flavel rolls the dice on the first play. He was within millimetres of scoring a touchdown.
Caprice beats starting us off. You see the Heat just relaxed. They're sort of super composed when they're coming through the field. Plenty of confidence in their own skill and what they can do. We can hear in the background, you can hear the coaches saying just go direct. It's amazing.
Who's got the big engines?
There it is, a little fly play, deep to the pocket and gone. That was a nice pocket there by, I think it was Tutuhi. Stayed nice and deep on that one. There was no way that they, as we watch it here, let's see, a nice little fly play. Winiana around and put Mua Tuta right deep on it.
Saunderson Metikingi with the soft hands, I think it was on that occasion. Because they're so direct, everyone's coming in tight to take the heat, and then you get that slider. There's one name for it, but I hear there's many names for it when you pop out the back and get that sort of second on the run phase going.
They've been running these Hader plays quite a bit. Just searching, looking for that penalty. Yeah, and they get it. They get it. Eventually someone has to step up out of the line and take that.
It's almost like Piggy in the middle, right? They're working them. It doesn't just happen. These guys practice that stuff to try and commit 2 or 3 defenders up.
He's smart. He's absolutely smart, Afion Jones.
It's a Jones show. Soft hands. He always looks like he's going to dive.
I like the way you're right. He goes in and he stays low, and the defense are in two minds. You know, you think that he's going to go when he's got other things on his mind. So he certainly shapes himself well. As we see the Parangi boys on it again for Kara. Strikers are trying to look for that penalty. It's not coming. Wasted through. It's the last now.
Harry showing he's still got the right. In the 5th and final. I feel for strikers, they were asking for the same decision from the referees with pulling out the defenders.
Yep. The Heat well rehearsed at it. Taue to Ohia. I think if they don't get that, it'll be called a hold. Just held him a little bit, I thought.
Great vision, Rod. Great vision.
Only momentarily, right?
My eyes were all over that ball.
10 seconds. And nothing more.
And that's great refereeing, right? You're watching the ball, you got to see everything else around it.
Link steps up, they play the link. Great play to start with.
Matafiore. May Matafiore. Good shot there.
Three and a half on the clock. Heat 9-4 up. Gone long. If it wasn't Ford.
Showtime.
If it wasn't Ford, it would be a wonderful put down. I'm not sure that there's any sport where you can see that sort of athleticism.
Well, you see it all the time now in the NRL and the Super Rugby, but the touch players have been doing it for years. Because we were probably the first to have no flags, right?
Yeah.
So we could start practicing that stuff and bringing that into our game in the earlier days, but now it's all showtime.
There was some super height on that. Certainly got up there. Whitney, he's always close. Gets his nose through that hole. Just can't quite find the contact on the outside. The Heat will be comfortable with where they are at the moment.
Nike coming in once again with that nice left to right. No interest on that one. Oh, nice punch there.
So Kirk step up. Kirk stepped up, take that one away. Getting down now, they're going to have to go from here. Winiana, can he find the space? Touch and pass called. Great defense there by the Heat. Nobody panicking, everyone just staying man.
Heat, nice control there on defence. There wasn't the best platform for Winiana, but he was still threatening, wasn't he?
Yeah, they've got a good understanding of where the counters as well. And you know, therefore what's going to come off the back of that, what play's going to come. So they've kind of got their defense systems quite well worked out. One and a half on the clock. Strikers a little slower on this one. Played it. Good call, referee Murphy.
Shiloh Flavel's been putting in some big minutes in this game. It's a 2-day tournament. Oh,
I think that was down. Surely. Has to be. That was well executed.
It was like he was flying, arms outstretched like a Superman. As we see it again here, the nice sweep play coming around, coming short. Very, very good.
Looks like he jumps on an air hockey table, right? He just glides right along the surface.
Those hovercrafts of the 80s.
Well, that was great work and you know, good play selection by the strikers there. Late in this game, 20 seconds to go. We haven't seen too many errors really by the Heat. And the scoreboard will attest to that. 9-5 over the strikers.
Mia Tuta. Can he finish it off strong?
And there we are, folks. That brings to the end game 4 of the first day of the 2025 PTLs. The Heat get up over the strikers. Northern Strikers 9-5. A lot of pressure from both sides. But the second win that that the Heat have and the Heat have needed. So looking forward to this next one. Another... That can't be right. There must be a women's game coming up. The Heat and... Is it a men's one? Oh, we've got a bit of a break. Okay, so we've got a men's one, game 5. The Heat against Central Stingrays. Looking forward to that. See you at 2:25.